Hey, what is up, guys? Steve here, and it is time to start another stream. As always, we've got Speedrunner0218 with us.
Oh.
And today we have another exciting run in the long-running Backport series in Crystal. Today we have Zamazenta. I think that's pronounced.
That is correct, yeah. This was a member-suggested run from Mariah, the Zamazenta lover, one of my members. And you can probably guess why she wanted Zamazenta. Probably in the name or something. But this Pokemon's going to be extremely awesome. I mean, it's not as overpowered as Zacian was, but back when Sword and Shield came out, the two legendaries together were, I think at the time, they were the most overpowered Pokemon of all time. I think I even remember someone once said that Zacian actually might have been better than Gen 1 Mewtwo just because of how broken it was, especially with its ability. But Zamazenta is still going to be super good. We did backport its ability somewhat, where it gets a +1 to its defense whenever it's sent out. To replicate that, we gave the defense a 50% boost, so instead of 140, we have 210 defense, which, how much defense does Steelix even have? Like, is this higher or lower than Steelix?
I want to say Steelix had like 180, right?
I'm going to take a look, actually. I'm curious.
Well,
200. We have 10 defense higher than Steelix. Oh my god. Oh wait. You also got to look at HP, though. I always forget you got to look at the HP stat. 75. So we have more HP and more defense. We're going to be tanking physical attacks better than Steelix. It's going to be awesome.
You sure we don't need iron defense? That extra defense boost?
I don't know. Part of me thinks it might help on Chuck, but probably wouldn't. Maybe the first run, like, I'll have, like, some sort of junk move on my moveset. I'll probably just teach it when I get it, just in case, but it might not get used.
My strategy for Chuck might blow your mind.
Meditate return.
Meditate before the Poliwrath, so that way the one Pokemon on his team that actually has a fighting move that can deal damage can be knocked out before it can use it.
There might be some use for it.
Regardless, this is going to be a very solid run. We have some extraordinary amount of coverage. I mean, it's been a while since we had a Pokemon that can literally just choose your own adventure.
Yeah, one of those choose your own adventure books. Would you like to go on the left path? Go to page 57. On the right path, you're dead. The end.
You could play physical, you could play special, you could play mixed, you could play like off type moves, like grass moves and whatnot. You could play this as whatever you want.
I wouldn't recommend doing that, though. This thing has only 80 special attack.
Well, I mean, you aren't going to be able to get a grass move until Giga Drain anyways. Actually, Solar Beam would be first. But regardless, this run is going to be pretty solid. I put an over-under of 1 hour, and if you guys aren't already aware, I've only gotten, like, I think 3 Pokemon under 1 hour, so that's a pretty lofty goal.
Yeah, I mean, Steve always told me I had a problem with setting lofty over-unders, and he just did it.
But here's the thing. This Pokemon, it just can't die. It's even more defensive than Mewtwo. In Gen 1 Mewtwo.
I mean, this thing's also more defensive than Steelix. Because this thing actually has special defense. Steelix does not.
I would actually point out that its HP is even more impressive than the special defense. The fact that a Pokemon can get over 120 in any defensive stat and also have over 60 HP is already crazy.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and I'll go live on vertical.
Right, I was just checking to make sure the moves were working. That was not an actual, like, attempt at a run. All right, I am starting over vertical. All right, hello everybody on vertical stream. If you want to go see our move set and stat overview, make sure to check out the horizontal stream. For now, we're actually going to go ahead and get started.
All right, did you choose your right frame?
Hold on. It was frozen for a second.
Yeah, you gotta choose the right frame, otherwise you get bad luck.
What is the difference between 1 and 3? Oh.
The outside line's thicker.
Oh, I see you've already reached your goal. Congratulations.
Hey, thank you, Sadler Rankin, for $5.
Sounds like
I'm
somebody's gonna be
surprised to see a
playing some
donation
Entei.
because I'm surprised to see a donation because I don't think I've seen you chat at least for a long time. So somebody clearly wants to see Entei. Well, that was quick.
Mariah, I just want you to know that I do also have a goal, and my goal is a 3rd run of Zamazenta with a rule change of your choice. I was just talking of speed. I was gonna say, like, what rule change could someone possibly make that would make this like even a slightly hard? And I figured, well, the only thing that could really do to make it harder would pretty much be no setup moves like curse or meditate.
Yeah, imagine if this was like something really bad.
All right, I am ready.
All right, give me 5 seconds.
I see. Changing it from 1.
Yep. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. I was just making the Entei ROM. I didn't make it ahead of time because I didn't think anyone would do it. Because why would... I mean, it's Entei. I mean, Entei's still actually really good in this game. Like, I still have to do redos for... Yeah, start over.
No, I told the mom yes, which is out of the ordinary.
Actually, you know what? This is a member requested run. I'm going to name this Mariah.
Nice. Mariah will be the Dratini name I eventually use on the Dragon.
Oh.
Nuzlocke.
Holiday season at work. Been catching all the VODs. Highlights are Steve naming his Pokemon at work.
Oh, you
That
saw that, huh?
Yeah.
Thought I was being sneaky.
Yeah, this thing's... I don't think you were being sneaky. You made a whole scene about it.
Yeah, I know. I was just kidding. Oh, that was... Not too often that happens.
Hey, Steve, we have a problem. Something actually survived a Metal Claw.
Yeah, the Poliwag survives 3 bites. Or, well, dies in 3 bites.
Wonder if I should have taught Protect there. I don't think it would help this early on. Protect helps at red, but I can't really think of another spot. Everyone thought you parted. Like what? I don't get it. But thank you for the $5 though. I will make sure to name the Entei Sadler. But hopefully I remember, well, not remember the route, but hopefully I remember how to play it. I'm not going to look at my old notes or anything because, I mean, Steve knows this. A year ago I was pretty bad at these games.
I only know one Sadler, and his name is Lord Sadler. He was from Resident Evil 4.
Oh, hello, Shadow Stitch Battles. You like the new horizontal? Yeah, I've been doing it the last few weeks instead of multi-streaming to Twitch because like no one's over on Twitch. But the horizontal can help let me get to more people. Like for example, I remember I gained a new sub or 2 from people who watched in the horizontal or the vertical, and then I tell people, well, that's a person I wouldn't have gotten before if I wasn't doing it.
Agreed. I've been noticing the same thing.
Are you knocking out all the wild Pokemon?
I am, because this is a slow level up group Pokemon, and every wild encounter could be helpful.
You know what? We're weak to Mud Slap. You should probably go do Sprout Tower.
Good idea.
Man, if we were running the pure fighting type version
Guys,
of this thing and not the fighting steel, this
after
would be a bit
seeing how
harder.
much damage that Peck did in our weakness to flying, oh man.
Well, technically our part steel typing doesn't make us weak to it.
Oh, that would explain a lot. I was like, that's how much weak, like being weak to flying. It just dawned on me that the weaknesses listed on the website were for regular Zamazenta, which did not include steel.
The steel type?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to go to a separate tab on Pokemon DB to look at its weaknesses. But yeah, our weaknesses are fire, ground, and fighting. I think the worst typing that we'll have to deal with is probably fire, because, I mean, with fighting, I mean, yeah, there's Chuck and Bruno, but our defenses, our physical defense is so high, they're probably not going to do much damage. It's like, I think the only things we have to worry about are the Charizards. But with Meditate, we can just set up our attack without lowering our speed like Curse. So, I think we'll be golden. Also, I just found a use for Bite.
Oh.
Catch a Bellsprout.
Yeah, that's what I used my bite on too.
I was about to ask which form you're playing. We're playing the crowned form. I don't know if the back sprite makes it look like it. This is just a Gen 3 sprite I used from the Poke community website. There's a lot of Gen 3 sprites on there, and I downscaled it. It's kind of hard to tell, but yeah, it's the crowned form. It's kind of hard to like know for sure because Gen 2 sprites could only have 2 colors in them, and Zamazenta's got like 3 or 4 colors, like yellow, red, blue, some green. So having only red and blue does kind of make it look like the original form, which is a bit confusing, but it is the crowned form, yeah. Does it annoy you when Metal Claw keeps missing?
Yeah, I've gotten about, I think, 4 since I've started.
Slash, finally.
I just got Slash as well.
Move. Oh, we must be in the same spot.
I just defeated the first rocket.
I am on the second rocket, so we are in the exact same spot. Because I just got the super potion.
Okay, well then you're slightly ahead. I just picked up the super potion.
Yeah, 95% accuracy is annoying, but it's our best stab move until level 33 when we get Behemoth Bash. But the problem is, Behemoth Bash only has 5 power points. So I don't really know if it's going to be helpful at all.
But
I mean, we've used moves in backport runs with 5 PP, but very rarely.
There's so many PP ups you can pick up. I don't know why you won't go use it.
I mean, it's not like I'm going to not teach it. I just said, like, I'm not sure if it'll help. That's what I said.
Hmm.
I mean, I'll obviously teach it over Metal Claw.
I don't know if I will. I think I won't.
I will say, the Bayleaf took quite a lot of hits to knock out because of Reflect.
Oh, you're going that way, huh?
No, I basically got into the habit where if the rival's gonna be easy, I'll defeat him before Bugsy. It, like, saves some overworld pathing, so that way after the gym, I can go straight to the mart, then leave. Because being the rival, I'll have some more money. I'm gonna use a Meditator, too. Hey, Steve, what's the effective power of Metal Claw?
75.
Okay, I was thinking, is Metal Claw 50 or is it like 60? Because I couldn't remember its power.
Yeah, it's 5 stronger than Slash.
Yeah, but with 5 less accuracy, I'm just spamming Slash. Okay, I need 8 repels and 8 escape ropes. What's the right number? 8 escape ropes and like 7 repels?
Do you plan on picking up Dig?
Probably not.
Then the answer is like 8 and 8. 9 and 8 if you plan on picking up all of the rare candies.
I mean, this thing can learn dig, but we have bite for Morty. I think that'll just be enough. Or just meditate Metal Claw. Are you gonna get headbutt?
No. Why? I have slash.
I know, I was seeing what you would say.
I'm still debating on getting dig or not.
Dude. One of the Pokey fans saw me from the grass. He's never seen me before. Dude. Wow.
We're already out of
You know when you know that feeling when you accidentally encounter an optional trainer and right afterwards you immediately encounter another one?
Yep. It's there's a word for it. Evolving or it's when one bad decision leads to a bunch of other bad decisions.
Butterfly effect?
I want to say something like roll out. Like cascading of bad decisions or something. Cascading, something like cascading.
Yeah, Zamazenta is really awesome. You know, I played Pokemon Sword. I remember GameStop around, I think this might have been like 2019. Sword and Shield came out when? Like 2018, I believe? That doesn't sound right. No, I think it was 2018. Man, I just don't know time anymore. But it was either in 2019 or 2020. GameStop had a... Oh, 2019, okay. GameStop had a little, like, code card giveaway where if you had Sword or Shield, you can get the opposite box legendary, but it was level 100 and shiny. I actually did get one, so in my Pokemon bank, I have a level 100 shiny Zamazenta. Oh, almost forgot the Abra. I got the bird, right? Yeah.
Nope.
Dude, I just went past all of the spinners on my bike without stopping, and none of them saw me.
Sounds like you forgot the quick claw.
Well, at least with our steel typing, we'll resist all of Whitney's moves, even rollout. I don't know about you, but I haven't been saving before any gym leaders.
Oh, I wonder if that's how you saving time. I'm doing all my normal saving. I just keep on seeing you get further and further ahead, and I don't even understand how.
I mean, I'll save before Morty, that's for sure. But like the first 3 gyms, I didn't think I needed to save at all. Although I probably should have saved for Faulkner, because things could easily go bad.
I mean, the meditates you used is what would save you a bunch of time.
Darn it.
When we were in the south region. Azalea. I lost a lot of time by just spamming slash.
Well, at least I got Metal Claw as a backup. You gonna get Rock Smash?
I'm not that far yet, unfortunately. But no.
What? But it's a good move. Don't you want to lower the opponent's defense and do more damage?
I don't know if our Pokemon is capable of smashing rocks. I mean, look at him. So weak.
That's funny. Good one. I'm letting you know, Bike does not one-shot Espeon. Okay. Umbreon's a bit concerning here. Metal Claw only did a third, and I already have 4 sand attacks on me. Okay, I win. I mean, what could the Espeon even do?
It could look at you funny.
It could just stand there menacingly.
Exactly.
Dude, Zamazenta is so powerful that all of these opponents, the only thing they're doing instead of attacking is just spamming sand attack. Because it's like, hey, if this guy's immune to everything, we may as well just throw sand at its face. It's probably the best strat. I mean, they're not wrong. The only way for them to reasonably win is to spam sand attack. I did save before the rival, though.
Congratulations, your first ever save.
Uh-oh, I got hit with Curse.
That one doesn't care how big your defense is.
Uh-oh.
I also got hit by Curse.
I mean, I didn't heal before this battle because I didn't think I needed it. Also, maybe since the Haunter isn't a one-shot, maybe I should turn 1 Meditate, anticipate the Curse, that way I can hopefully 2-shot the Bayleaf.
Oh, I also lost, but mostly just because the stupid, the what's it called?
Curse?
No, the Magnemite is a 3-shot.
Oh, I just saw that. Oh, did I make a mistake not getting Dig? Oh, we don't even learn Mud Slap.
I already have more resets than I thought I would this run.
Oh my god, Metal Claw miss.
That can't be good.
Okay, if you use Meditate on the Haunter and just take the Curse, the Magnemite will be a 2-shot. And the Bayleaf will be a 2-shot.
That's what I did on my second run. Or second try.
Well, I didn't do that till my 3rd try. You did make a mistake in not getting Dig. I mean, I don't think the fight wasn't really, like, too hard. Like, the correct strat is just use 1 Meditate, hope you don't miss any Metal Claws. Although I did get lucky with the Bayleaf not using Reflect. Also, during that fight, I actually used my berry from the start of the big game. I still had it.
Oh no, I can't escape the battle now.
You must be at Morty right now. I'm on the last trainer before him.
I can't escape the battle. I'm useless. My powers of escaping, they're gone.
What are you, a Entei?
That's funny because it runs away a lot.
Interesting. Even with 1 Meditate, Metal Claw does not one-shot the Gengar.
Oh, I knew that, and I still did it anyways.
And I was fortunate he missed Hypnosis twice, because my first Metal Claw missed.
Twice, oof.
This thing isn't steamrolling the game as much as I thought it would, but maybe in the next run I should get Dig. Well, I'll need to get the Krabby. Oh my god.
I don't know what you're talking about. Obviously, you got a Psyduck. Don't forget about your Psyduck that you caught. Your overlay tells you have a Psyduck. Go use your Psyduck.
Oh yeah, it does tell me that. Good thinking. Good thing it survives a slash. I think
It
Metal Claw might have
does?
been the better move. I think Metal Claw might have been the better
Yeah,
move.
Metal Claw had like 30 power. I just assumed both of them would knock it out. So I just caught it with full HP. I was like, I'm not taking the chance at another 45% Krabby. What if I get, 55%? Or sorry, the other way around. Other way.
This is only the first playthrough. Like, I would always try to think of a way to damage it.
Yeah, but the first playthrough is the only one I can win.
Is that what we're going with?
Everyone knows this. I win the first playthroughs against most everybody, and then I lose I lose the next one.
Actually, I remember there was a backport recently where I won both of them, even the first playthrough. I don't remember if you played bad or I got super lucky.
I don't know. Was it the Krogunk? Because
it might have been that. Yeah.
I could just blame the poison typing.
That's fine. Whenever I do bad with fairy types, I just blame the fairy typing.
Right.
Although, the two types I'm really bad at playing at, if we don't count fairy type, I'm really bad at playing ghost types.
Holy crap, that double kick did a lot.
Alright, Chuck's Gem.
I don't feel super powerful.
I mean, it's only 120 attack with the slow group. Good thing I picked up the speed hyper potion. Funnily enough, the move that did the most damage to me was actually Seismic Toss.
Double kick was definitely the strongest move against me.
Oh no, Fury Swipes. Whatever shall I do?
Hey, did you know Karate Chop is actually a fighting move this game?
What? That doesn't make sense. It's supposed to be a normal move.
Exactly. I thought the Primate was going to be an easy setup target.
I mean, it's not like he's smart enough. It's not like he's smart enough to actually use it. I mean, he used 2 Leers and a Rage. You know what's funny? I got +4 for the Poliwrath, and I still crit it with Slash. Hey, Steve, you got Fly. You better go get Return.
Good call. My overlay says right now. Oh.
We all know you like to get Return, like, as soon as you get Fly.
You know what's crazy? According to my overlay,
What?
Return would not be more powerful than Slash.
That is insane, especially for this point. I think it's the slow level up group entirely doing that.
What? No, as power-wise.
Well, if you always get Return, like right after you get Fly, you teach it every time. So I'm assuming it's always like better than Headbutt or whatever it was.
My overlay says Return's power is 175 right now, and
Return's power cannot be 175.
75.
Oh, 75. Okay.
And Slash's power is 78.
Oh. I'm assuming you're still gonna get it though.
Yeah, for later.
Make sure to get the rare candy.
Always will. Make sure not to lose to Gyarados. He's actually significantly harder than I expected. If it used Dragon Rage every turn, I would have lost.
That is true, yeah. Fortunately, he only used it once. Also, I still haven't found a use for Iron Defense yet.
I mean, you already told me you're saving it for Jasmine.
That's what I said?
Mm-hmm. That's absolutely what you said. I don't know if it's what you meant, but it's what you said.
Mm. Actually, I just realized I need to go get something. I'll do it after this.
All right, now Return and Slash have the same amount of power.
Nah, just use Slash. Slash is better, totally.
I mean, technically, when they both have the same amount of power, Slash is better because of the high crit.
In fact, why don't you use Slash on Red? You need that crit on Charizard. It's the only way to win.
This might be true. Also, it's really concerning that I'm still not knocking out Coughings in one hit.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me. Those things are quite defensive.
Yeah, but it's like, Coughing!
Hey, make sure to get the protein and forget to talk to the guy.
We can take 6 proteins right now, which is quite a lot.
Do you plan to buy any?
No. Uh-oh.
What happened? What? Oh my god, I cannot believe I did that.
What's wrong?
You know how normally you forget to talk to one of the 2 rocket grunts?
Yeah,
I forgot to talk to the Murkrow.
I've done that.
And you know what? Now that I've said I did it, now you're gonna forget it.
I mean, I was way ahead of you, so no.
Darn.
I'm battling Price.
I'm about to try and solo that shiny Rayquaza raid battle. I still need to do that at some point.
At -1 speed, am I still faster than him? Even though I got hit by an Icy Wind, I'm still faster than Price's entire team.
I mean, 120 speed, what can I tell you? Why did I use Metal Claw on an Electrode?
For smart reasons.
Dude, it is so annoying how Slash isn't one-shotting anything anymore.
Very true. Oh, I'm so stupid. Okay, well, you're lucky. I'm failing the overworlding of this game real bad.
Oh no, my speed fell. Behemoth Bash.
You're a higher level too.
Which is interesting. I don't think I fought many optional trainers at all. Maybe I encountered more spinners than you?
I mean, well, that's literally the only difference. So I guess so.
Alright, I'm gonna have to do things in a bit of a weird order. Hey, did you know Krabby cannot learn teleport?
Oh, God. I almost learned Behemoth Bash. That would have been embarrassing.
But you want that move. It's the best move in the game.
That could not have gone worse.
Also, it's sad to report, but Iron Defense had no use. I know, we're all upset.
I've blown this run so incredibly hard.
You're ahead of me. I don't want to hear it.
No, I've blown it so hard. I thought that I could have brute forced my way through Jasmine, and I am now 4 resets deep in Jasmine.
Did you not get Fire Punch?
Yeah, I thought I could have done it without it.
I will admit, though, remember when I said I needed to get something? I was talking about the punches, but I didn't say anything because I assumed you grabbed them, and I didn't want to reveal how dumb I was for forgetting.
Okay, well, unfortunately, Fire Punch is literally mandatory.
If you guys are wondering why this thing can learn Fire Punch, this thing gets the Elemental Fangs, and the punches are like the best replacement for them.
I just blew my entire lead by failing Jasmine. I thought with the Poison Paralysis Cure Berry, I could have just brute forced the battle with Meditates. Turns out Steelix has got a lot of defense.
Also, when I went to get Fire Punch right after Price before Jasmine, I also got Return while I was there, and I purchased three proteins. The Shiny Black Rayquaza is definitely the one from the current show. Well, I haven't watched it, but I just want to do that raid just for the Shiny Rayquaza. Because I don't have one, and I need it. I probably won't do it tonight, though, because I gotta do an Entei run after this. This thing's 2 playthroughs. But at least this Pokemon is good, you know? It shouldn't take too long.
I'm just very disappointed in myself for that failed attempt at trying to outsmart Jasmine.
Can't always outsmart the Jasmine.
Well, you know, I knew it would be annoying, but I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to set up like 2 Meditates here on the Magnemite.
Also,
with the Paralysis Care Berry on, and then I'll probably like 3-shot the Steelix. It turns out it was like a 5-shot.
Also, keep Fire Punch for the radio tower. It helps with the other Magnemites.
You say that, but this trainer's easy.
Well, it makes it quick. It makes the fight quicker.
True. But that's certainly not mandatory. They're really weak.
Well, Fire Punch is mandatory for Jasmine, so all I'm just saying is just hold on to the move. It's not like we're teaching anything else. You know, I actually found a use for Behemoth Blast.
I had this genius.
Use it to one-shot stuff that Return can't.
I had this genius strategy of keeping both Slash and Return, and unfortunately, it had to go when I taught Fire Punch.
I originally thought of that strat for the radio tower for PP, but it just didn't work. Alright, I gotta Ether Return and Return. I probably should have ethered Behemoth Blast either, because now I'm gonna have to defeat the Haunter with Fire Punch.
These things happen.
Oh no, Mean Look. Actually, I wonder if Fire Punch is the better move on Meganium, just because if that thing uses Reflect, our Return's gonna do nothing.
You should probably just badge boost and then, you know, do a really high attack a fire or fire punch or ice punch, you know?
Yes, badge boosting in Gen 2.
Yep, exactly. Perfect strat.
Using meditate to boost my speed.
Exactly. Do you understand?
You know, this thing's actually starting to really pick up. Like, this thing doesn't really struggle, but Flash does get to a point where nothing is a one-shot anymore. It's just really annoying.
Yeah, I did not expect that.
I mean, I know the slow level up group can affect us like that because we're going to be a lower level, but still, 120 attack, that's higher than most things. It kind of makes me wonder how Zacian's going to go. Because Zacian's going to have, like, 220 attack after we backport that ability.
I think what I've pretty much just kind of figured out, I mean, Scott pretty much already had it figured out too, that physical attack just isn't the best stat. Special attack is.
For what game, Crystal?
Both.
So, special attack matters more. Please explain.
In both Gen 1 and Gen 2.
Can you explain?
The physical attackers usually rely on like more of the setup move route, where the special attackers typically just win with their special attacks.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. Because, like, way more Pokemon get Meditate and Swords Dance than Growth or Amnesia.
It's also just a lot of special attackers, like, for instance, like in Gen 1, if they learn, I mean, assuming we're not talking about like a water type that only gets water and ice, if they usually get pretty solid coverage, like they get like Gyarados, Dragonite, well, regardless, special attackers like to get like the full coverage, whereas physical attackers, it's like, okay, well, you have the normal move, you have the ground move. Did you want anything else?
I don't know.
I have been so close to one-shotting so many Pokemon this game.
I mean, Behemoth Bash will help you with that. I mean, as you said, we get lots of PP ups. Speaking of which, I'm trying to remember where all the PP ups are. I know there's one in Violet. There's one in the Ice Cave. Do you remember where another PP up is?
Yeah, where the Gen 1 one is, and
Oh, okay, right. I know there's also one in the Tin Tower from when I've had to go in there to get the rare candy, but I don't want to go in there, so that PP up's out of the question. Aw, man, I can't use the one protein here.
What run? Did I just get like a million freezes in?
I have no, that Furret randomizer.
Furret, that's it, yep. This run...
Yeah, it was the randomizer.
This run, I have about a 75% chance to freeze. And I don't even think I'm kidding.
Ice Punch.
I don't even think I'm kidding either. Like, I've frozen just about everything that survived an Ice Punch.
I'm actually kind of surprised you have Ice Punch here on your moveset. I never taught it.
It was actually the first punch I taught. I taught it a real long time ago.
Wait, so you bought Ice Punch, I'm assuming the first time you went to Goldenrod.
Yep.
But you didn't get Fire Punch for Jasmine?
Correct. Remember when I came up with that strat where I'm just gonna go through the Jasmine battle paralyzed because I figured her Pokemon couldn't do really any damage to me. So I was like, all right, well, I'll just do the whole battle paralyzed.
Yeah. That makes more sense, yeah.
So I set up 4 meditates, and even with 4 meditates, the slashes were doing about a third. Sorry, a fifth.
4 meditates. Oh man.
Yeah, 4 meditates, and the slashes were doing a fifth. It took 3 meditates just to one-shot the Magnemite.
Alright, I think Behemoth Bash will one-shot the 3 Dragonairs. Because I do not believe Return will at all. I'll return the Kingdra, though, just because water resists steel. Dang, it's barely not a 2-shot. Well, at least it didn't use Smokescreen. Dang. You know what? That was pure damage rounding, because I was level 42 for that fight. I feel like if I was 43, that Kingdra would have been a 2-shot. Hey, MVF Dratini, thank you. I was just thinking that. Oh, I saw this in one of Scott's crystal runs recently. When you enter the Dragon's Den, if you go straight right, there's a calcium. So, like, if you're ever running, like, a special attacker, it's usually a good idea to get the vitamin.
Yeah, I knew there was an item there. I didn't know what it was.
Same thing. I didn't know what it was either, but it's a calcium. It might just be worth getting for every Pokemon just because the extra special defense can help.
There's also an item if you go down to the left from the center. Like, from the entrance. Like, if you go down, like, you go into the water, you go down to the left. If you go down and you just keep going down, I think there's a rival battle. Or just a rival is there.
I think that's after you face him in the league. Or Mount Moon, one of those two. Oh, you know a fun fact I learned? I don't know if you know this, but you know whenever the rival rematches you before entering the league, it actually plays the champion theme when you fight him there. Do you know that?
No, I didn't know it was in the game. Oh, sorry, I was thinking Gen 1 champion theme.
No, the Silver plays the Gen 2 champion theme when you fight him in the league. I only found that out when I was looking up videos of all the different rival fights, and it showed the Pokemon League one, and I'm like, wait, is this playing Lance theme? But no, for some reason that one rival fight uses the Lance, even though his team still sucks. I mean, he's got Crobat and Alakazam, but it still sucks. You know something that's a bit upsetting? I really wish the rival in Kanto wasn't in Mount Moon, a totally optional place. Like, why couldn't it have been, like, I don't know, like, on Cinnabar Island or something? I kind of wish they put him somewhere mandatory, so that way you had to fight him.
Oh no, my Dratini is not going to have extreme speed.
Can this thing get Earthquake?
Not as far as I can tell.
Darn. Well, I got it anyway. I can check. It does not. Just dig.
I just tried to teach Waterfall to Krabby.
Hey, Steve, I just got hit with Screech. Now they're going to do 3 damage instead of 1. Dang, a +1 return doesn't even one-shot that thing. Meganium was definitely the hardest rival for this guy to be facing. I mean, people may think, well, what about the Typhlosion team? The rival's Typhlosion team is pure garbage. Like, I think even in the underground, the Typhlosion team is the only one where the starter isn't fully evolved. It's still a Quilava. Plus, it's stuck with, like, just Ember. But, like, yeah. Every other team sucks.
Wait, the basement? It's still a Quilava?
Yeah.
Really? Never noticed that.
It's one of them, actually. Like, 2 of them, the starters are fully evolved, but one of them, it's still the middle stage. I'm pretty sure it's Quilava.
Oh, I know why. Because the Meganium and the Fraligator required 36, or sorry, the Meganium requires 32. The Fraligator and the Typhlosion required 36.
Actually, no. I remember this. For alligator evolves at level 30. Because Totodile's 18, then 30. And then Chikorita is 16, then 32. And I think Cyndaquil's 14, 36.
That's
I remember
so weird.
It is weird, yeah. I remember this from, like, a lot of Johto playthroughs. Hello, Boston Dominus. I really should have used more than one Meditate here, because everything is close to a one-shot. I should have used 2.
It's okay. You gained so much time on me screwing up on Jasmine. I literally don't think I could possibly come back.
You know what's funny? Before the stream, Steve told me he was going to lose both times.
Yeah, well, I thought my strategy would be perfectly fine considering we had 120 attack. Turns out Steelix doesn't care how high our attack is.
Honestly, even if we were playing Zacian, we'd be better off using special moves on it. Did I use that PP up? I don't think I did. Nope. I just realized I never equipped the pink bow. Alright, let's see if Behemoth Bash can one-shot Umbreon. No, it cannot.
You are
okay.
quite far.
I was still at half health because I never healed, and it still used Sand Attack anyway.
Well, I mean, I think Scott and Snowy said it was like I want to say like 75% when you don't go in at full health.
Yeah, it's still actually, if I remember correctly, I think the odds go down from like 90% at full health to like 70 to 60 at not. I mean, it's still likely, but it just makes it less likely. I mean, at least 70% is better than 90. Oh, another use for Behemoth Bash? Aerodactyl. Did you actually never teach it?
Of course, I never taught it. My moveset right now in the league is Return, Ice Punch, Fire Punch, Meditate. Oops. Oh, that cost me dearly. I thought he was gonna throw out Onyx next, so I switched to Ice Punch for Machamp, and I got hit by a cross chop.
I mean, I always remember telling Steve, like, he tends to have a bias at stab offensive, like, steel and poison moves. He just really doesn't like using them.
Okay, this time I did consider it, and when it was supposed to be Iron Head, I was absolutely gonna do it. But then when it was switched last second to a move with 5 PP, I was just decided not to.
Well, I mean, it's not like supposed to be a main spamming move. It's supposed to be used for like a few Pokemon that return with 2-shot.
I just got a reset on Karen. I got Destiny bonded.
That hurts. Wait, how did the Gengar outspeed you? Or did you 2-shot it?
It's a 3-shot.
Oh, you want me to tell you something about that? Behemoth Bash 1-shots Gengar.
Why did I'm so stupid. I just tried to Ice Punch Vileplume.
It's okay, though. I encountered an optional trainer by mistake. It's not the Magnemite guy, but it's like the guy right next to him.
Well, I didn't really pick up rare candies because I didn't think I needed them, but it's time to use them. I should have kept Metal Claw this whole time.
I replaced it with Behemoth Bash.
No, I refuse. I would keep bite before I did that.
Really? You'd rather keep a 60 power special move over a 100 power physical move with stab?
It has
Are you
five.
that
It has
crazy?
5 PP.
Dude, you said this earlier. There's a bunch of PP ups.
That was a joke.
Man, the bike shop owner took until Kanto to call me.
I'm having a really bad run. I don't know if it coincides with me having to go to the bathroom the entire run or not, but it has not been great.
I mean, did you beat Karen?
Yeah, but it took the 2 candies and a lot of luck.
Well, if you're not going to have Behemoth Bash, at least keep Metal Claw. I mean, even then, if you choose to keep Metal Claw, you're going to have to use more meditates.
The main problem was teaching Ice Punch early.
Honestly, I think your problem was teaching Ice Punch at all.
Yeah, it was. I don't know why I thought I needed it for Lance, but I didn't even use it on Lance. I just used 5 meditates and spammed return.
Does it one-shot Aerodactyl at +5?
Yep.
I didn't know if it would, but I used Behemoth Bash on it, just in case it didn't.
I went to +5 instead of +6 because the Gyarados got me down to like 60 HP.
Probably should have used Behemoth Bash on the Erica's team, because I didn't set up any meditates and return wasn't one-shotting.
Oddly enough, this Pokemon trivializes the normal game even more, but the big battles are still hard. Despite its monster stats.
Funnily enough, in Kanto, I still have Fire Punch, just because I haven't had a reason to teach over it yet. Do you know how much it annoys me that you can't dig out of Sabrina's gym in Gen 2?
Oh, that's the mistake. Should have did Dig over Ice Punch.
In the next run, I actually will be getting Dig.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. The Dig would have made a big difference this run.
Yeah. The Dig will make Morty consistent and the rival more consistent.
Also, Dig could, in theory, allow me to do Jasmine without Fire Punch.
I don't know if you can see me, but I am pressing the X button on my controller.
Okay, what about it?
I'm seriously doubting that.
Oh, funny. The part that was hard of the Jasmine battle was the Magnemites.
You're gonna set up on the Steelix?
Ironically, yes. I don't need to set up. I have Dig.
I mean, even still, that's got to be like a 4-shot.
I guess if I'm not gonna have Ice Punch, I might as well just get Fire Punch anyways. I'm going there for return anyways.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Never a good idea to use physical moves on that thing, because, I mean, yeah, we have high defenses, but if Iron Tail keeps getting defense drops, you might get in trouble, especially without a healing move.
I'm trying to make something work. I'm trying to stick the square in the circle peg. I want to bash my really strong sword into the really thick shield.
You know, you could use Behemoth Bash, but ting. Steve just doesn't like low PP. Even though when he played Lugia and Ho-Oh, he really loved Sacred Fire and Aeroblast.
My next run's gonna be so different than this one. It's not even gonna be recognizable.
Alright, save before Misty. She usually tends to be one of the harder Kanto leaders. Just because if you can't one-shot the Lapras, it could use Sing or Perish Song. Or, in one of my recent Crystal playthroughs offline, the Staryu actually froze me with Ice Beam and I had to black out. Honestly, with this thing, I really don't think it was necessary. No, +1 one-shots everything. You know, it's a good thing I have what's it called? It's a good thing I have Fire Punch still, because Dig would have been a good move to have for Surge. You know what? Since I never use this Paralysis Cure Berry for anything, I may as well just use it on Surge. Because I want to set up one Meditate. What the? Surge just missed 3 Thunder Waves in a row. Dang, Surge is really trying to throw the fight.
How did he get the opportunity?
I was setting up on the Raichu because I didn't have Dig. Because I was worried about the Magnetons. Those things have Zap Cannon, you know. Oh, I almost forgot the radio card.
Yes, one of our weaknesses, Zap Cannon.
Well, it's not like we're going to take much damage from it. I just don't want to be paralyzed.
Paralysis has really scarred you, hasn't it?
It has, yes.
I don't even really consider paralysis to be that big of a deal.
Says the one who got resets on Jasmine.
That's because I needed like +3 or 4. You can't plan around +3 or 4. Or even higher than that. You can't plan around that. I even went in with the Paralysis Cure Berry.
Dang it, this guy always sees me. The guy with a single Meryl. Oh, Dig would have actually helped for Blaine too. Man, this thing's gonna be... Dig is gonna be super helpful for this thing, especially since it doesn't get Earthquake. Because normal in Steel is not good offensive coverage at all. Because you lack any coverage against fire types.
Sub 1 hour feels like a lofty goal even for the second run now. This thing just doesn't have the firepower.
I mean, I would have accepted that over-under if it was Zacian, but... I mean, that's the kind of over-under you'd use for a first playthrough, not a second.
I really thought that this would be a 0... I really thought this would be a 0 reset run.
I mean, so far, my only resets were on the rival, in the Burned Tower.
Dig would help that one a lot, too.
Yeah, that fight alone is the main reason I'm gonna be getting Dig. It's for the Magnemite. Because you're probably gonna get Cursed no matter what. Well, actually with Dig, Haunter will be a one-shot, so you don't have to get hit with Curse. Oh my god.
I don't know when the last time I saved was.
The last time I saved was Surge.
I made the boneheaded of most boneheaded plays.
Forget the radio card?
Worse.
Did you die to Surge?
Worse.
Did you forget the machine part?
Worse.
Oh, come on. What's worse than that?
I taught over return.
Oh, no. Now you're gonna have to go get Headbutt.
I just decided against Headbutt. I did something else.
What could you possibly do?
Taught Strength.
That's hilarious.
I'm not going back for Headbutt. I'd have to go all the way back. All the way.
Been good lurking. Gonna hop off my second Frillish run. Wish me luck. Oh yeah, if I see you in the server, I'll try and stop by. You've got to be kidding. I used one Meditate on the Pidgeot, and he used Whirlwind turn 1. Like, dude, that's not cool. Haven't you learned any manners? Uh-oh, I've been leech seeded.
You didn't even have the decency to put an item on against him. He's just embarrassed.
Right. Okay, uh-oh. I might get a reset here, actually. One meditate is not enough setup. Yeah, I saved here at least. I'm gonna reset. No, I don't need an item. I just need 2 meditates. Like, thing is, I always keep thinking 1 meditate's gonna be enough, but no, I need 2 meditates.
Wait, really? Oh, I guess I didn't. I feel like I did, but okay. I'm clearly very out of practice. I have made quite a few overworld mistakes this run.
I don't know how. The last time you played Crystal is the last time I played Crystal.
Oh, right, because I skipped the Dragonite run last week.
Why'd you skip that run again?
I don't remember.
Are you talking about Dragonite and Crystal?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, didn't you sleep in?
Oh, I slept through the whole entire run, correct.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
What run? It ended hours ago, you know, after I woke up.
You know, the one advantage to having a repel counter in the overworld, it would really help in Mount Silver. Because it's on 4 times speed, it's really hard to tell if you're hitting a wall or moving. It's really hard to tell.
I agree. The repel counter is extraordinarily helpful. I almost lost against Blaine. That's very embarrassing.
Dig would have helped on him.
I got burned.
I can't remember the last time that happened to me.
Well, unfortunately, due to the weaker power of strength, I figured I had to set up. Nobody tell Speed that just happened.
What? I got a reset on red.
It might be the most embarrassing thing to ever happen.
Most embarrassing thing in the history of embarrassing things. You have... Oh my god, I cannot believe that happened.
Did you have the
Red's
run?
Pikachu...
Oh.
Red's Pikachu actually survived a return. I mean, I didn't use any rare candies. I feel like I should have used some. Level 60.
So, because of how much damage I took from Blaine, I went into Janine with like 30 HP. And it turns out that Ice Punch or Fire Punch cannot knock out the Weezings, and they explosioned me.
Okay, you deserve shame for this.
Yes, I agree.
Oh my god, dude. How much setup does this thing need? I keep getting resets on red because I just don't know the number of meditates I need to use. Apparently 1 wasn't enough, 2 isn't enough. One, 2, 3, 4. I probably should have just used all my candy, honestly.
I don't know how many I've even picked up.
What? Okay, I need to use all my candies. Plus 4 returned it in one shot the Blastoise. Okay. Use all of them. The reason I don't like using rare candies in the first run is because if I'm able to see that I can beat red without candies, then I could either skip them in the next playthrough, or I could use them earlier for like another hard fight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, Shadow, I'm doing great.
The crazy thing is, I feel like this run has been like embarrassingly bad, but we're still only at like an hour and 3. This is like a really solid time.
103.49. 7 resets.
Yeah, I'm on blue.
Honestly, going just off of first place alone, where would this put us on the leaderboard?
I looked at the stats and I just assumed that I could just bull rush everybody and just overwhelm them. What like I just assumed, oh, I can just take an extra hit or two. So if I can take an extra hit or two, then I don't even have to like get, you know, super effective moves. And it turns out that that was not the right choice.
So based on the first playthrough, this would have gotten 13th place. My whole top 10 is literally 102 and under. Dang. Just shows how good the Pokemon. Alright, let's take a look at Steve.
No.
Dang, I saw Mariah do a super chat, but didn't look like it met the goal, did it?
I've actually have not had a single comment.
What do you mean haven't had a single comment?
Did I stutter?
Yeah.
I haven't had a single comment. Outside
Comment
of
on what?
the whole entire stream.
No, I see your YouTube chat's filled with bunch of messages.
Those all were made before the stream even started.
Even the one with Cody Smith?
What?
Yeah, Cody Smith's in the chat.
Okay, hold on a second. I want to show you what it looks like for me. Oh, wrong monitor. Let me switch the monitor. All right, so let me switch to my left monitor. Look, I have not, according to my pop-out chats, I have not gotten a single comment this entire stream.
I think you need to refresh them. Because I see a bunch of messages here.
It is not loading at all.
I exit the pop-out windows and go to the studio tab. The chat will reload.
Okay.
You got 3 $2 bills in your wallet that you never even knew about. Nice. That is odd.
Okay, it's still not loading. Interesting. Okay, well, now I'm starting to wonder, is the stream even running? If I entered it this bad?
The stream is running. The stream is running. Did my test message show up?
I don't even have the chats up anymore.
Oh.
Well, I mean Oh well, if you've commented on the video today, I have not seen your comments at all, and you can see that I have not seen your comments at all. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and finish red here.
Jeez. But yeah, Mariah did do a $2 super chat, and you just didn't see it.
That didn't meet the goal, did it?
It didn't. No.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mariah, even if I didn't see it. Sorry about that. Okay. I'd be really pissed if I knew I wasn't at like level 59 right now. This
Oh. Yeah, I didn't use rest for this fight. What I ended up doing was level 63 and setting up on the Venusaur to +6, which is very risky.
well, I have to get +6 because I have strength.
Well, I +6 at 59. I don't even know if strength can one-shot, because return at +4 at level 60 wasn't. So I don't even know. We'll see.
I one-shot everything. Oh, hold on.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh. You did one-shot everything. Okay.
Yep. No rare candies needed.
Interesting. Honestly, I feel like for run 2, I think the answer is skip every single candy and just set up on Pikachu with rest. I think that's the better strat. Yeah, Aegislash used to be in first place, but we've done so many good backports, the threshold for first place has really lowered, or increased.
Okay. Well, I now see the whole comment section. I have now loaded the page. Thank you very much, Mariah. I do see that the goal wasn't met. I think Speeds was like the $2 one.
Mine was the 5.
Oh, mine was the 5, yeah. Thank you, Area 91, for chatting a whole bunch, even if I missed it the whole time. Andrew Palmer, this is the dog with the shield, even if the overlay doesn't show it. That's just because how was the overlay supposed to know the difference? They both have the same, they say it's the same Pokedex number.
Yeah. The only way would have been, like, Steve would have had to go into the folders and replace the image.
Okay, anyways, I will have a new fresh strategy, new fresh mind as soon as I hit the restroom.
You gotta learn to stop hitting things. Alright, so the goal for this playthrough, I think, get Fire Punch as soon as I enter Goldenrod, but if I'm gonna get Fire Punch, though, I don't think I'm gonna have the money, because money's pretty tight at that point. Maybe I should honestly do what Steve did. Maybe I should actually get the PP up, the 2 rare candies, and return in Fire Punch after I get Fly. I might actually have to do that. So that way I can teach Return over Slash, because it's usually around the mid-game, around Mahogany, where Slash doesn't one-shot things anymore. So I think getting Return earlier is the right call. I will need to get Dig, skip every single rare candy, and what else? Get Rest. Other than that, I'm still going to teach Behemoth Bash, because it still helped out with quite a few fights. Steve just has a bias against moves with low PP, but I mean, we have return spamming. Like, Behemoth Bash is just for the side. Hey, Cody, just switched to your chat. Was up? Oh, not much. Although, the last 2 days, I have a picture of it in my Discord, but I had to sort through a Pokemon card bulk, like 2 different boxes, 2 different ETB boxes, and like 2 like small vintage 90s binders. Like 8,000 cards. I had to sort those all across 2 days. Like, I had to sort them by era, then by set. Most of them went into the binders, but the remaining sets I just put in another box, because most of the bulk was from like the same 5 sets. And I could theoretically like put together a master set with those, since I'd have like all of the common and uncommon cards. But I didn't want to do that today.
So I heard a mistake in the other room when I was in the restroom. You said that you wanted to get Fire Punch immediately and that you weren't going to have enough money for it. Why?
It was because I want to make sure that I get Fire Punch before I leave town, but you didn't hear the second part. I realized, hey, wait a minute. I should just do what Steve does. As soon as I get Fly, then I go get Return and Fire Punch, because that's what you do.
Yeah.
I should actually do that this run instead.
Yeah, because like the only thing you really need when you hit there immediately is Dig.
Yeah. Oh, Kiwi, it was 100% worth it. Like 150 for 8,000 cards. That's like that's like a penny for 3 or 4 cards. But yeah, most of it's bulk, but most places will buy bulk for like 1 to 3 cents a card. So I can just keep the cards I want and just sell the rest. Also, I found some really good vintage cards in there. I think the most valuable thing I found so far, I found a Dark Tyranitar card from one of the Gen 2 sets. It wasn't the holo version, sadly, but the non-holo version's worth $9. Wasn't first edition though, sadly.
Wow, nice. My parents went garage sailing and they were like, "Oh, Steve likes cards," and they bought me these Pokemon cards. I literally don't own any real cards except for these cards that they got at a garage sale. Turns out they are like these rare Pokemon Go cards. They're literally worth like $3 each. So
Go
they paid like $20, and I could sell it to a website that resells it, and they'll give me like 50.
Was it? You mean like it was like bulk cards from like the Pokemon Go set?
Yes.
That set came out like what, like a year or two ago? Might have been a year.
No. Pokemon Go is like 2018.
Oh, like the original? I could have swore they
I looked it up, and
Pokemon
just
Go
the
set
Pikachu
recently.
card from Pokemon Go alone was over like $5.
I'm gonna look this up. Pokemon Go set list. What year is this? June 24th, 2022.
Wait. I've owned these cards longer than that.
Did they make another Pokemon Go set? Because I know there's like the most recent one.
Regardless, it doesn't particularly matter. But
No, it doesn't.
But anyways, I think this second run, armed with the knowledge of the first run, apparently stats are not everything, and you still have to get the right moves for the right situation, is what I learned.
Yeah.
I
All right,
overestimated my stats.
I don't blame you. Like, I mean, I looked at the 210 defense, I'm like, man, this thing's awesome, but 120 attack. There are lower base stat total Pokemon that have better attack stats than that.
Oh, let's also get the better frame. The nice chic black frame. I mean business.
I got the Detective Pikachu card that was given out once in the Van Gogh Museum. I actually, when the movie came out, I think it was 2018 when the movie came out, they actually released a TCG set around the movie called Pokemon Detective Pikachu, and it was only like a 30 card set, but all the pictures were like based on the 3D models from the movie. I have most of those cards actually. Like, I've got the Mewtwo, the Charizard, Slaking, the Pikachu. I don't think the cards are worth that much though.
Can't find it.
What are you looking for?
We talk too much on Discord. I can't find it.
What are you? We talk too much.
Okay, Andrew, since I have you and you're right here, I need to show you something. After the stream the other day, I pulled up Hulu. I found the exact moment the over 9,000 thing was. And you can't take a screenshot of Hulu, but I took a screenshot of the caption. There it is. Vegeta, it's over 8,000. I knew I saw it.
Well, Steve, yeah, I didn't believe it at first because I didn't watch Dragon Ball Z because I always thought it was 9,000. But apparently, what I've learned, I'm sure Steve can explain this better, but from what I know, the original dub for the original season said over 9,000, but it was actually a dubbing error because I guess in the Japanese anime, the guy said 8,000, and just since it was a translation error with the dubbing company, they just stuck with it for so long, and it wasn't corrected till the Dragon Ball Kai season.
I just knew I was right. It had nothing to do with the 9,000. I knew 9,000 was right. I just knew that I saw the show and I knew it said 8. And I found it.
Hey, I told Steve I was wrong, but then I said in my defense, I don't know anything about Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I actually just finished watching. I unfortunately wanted to go back and watch Dragon Ball, but unfortunately Hulu only had the sub version, which would mean I have to go to the internet and find a free version of the dub, and I would. Don't have the effort for that.
Well, you ready to get? Oh, I better set a new over/under.
Oh right. What did I finish the last run at?
107.
Do I think I could save 7 minutes? What did you finish at?
103.
Do I
But
think
I had
I
like
could
5
save?
I had 5 resets on red.
I think I could save 2 minutes on your time. So I think 101.
Crunchyroll has it. I just rewatched Dragon Ball and sub.
I watched something a long time ago. I think it was Crunchyroll, and I watched and everything was backward. Like backward. Like you were watching it through a camera. It really bothered me. Like they had a logo in the bottom left that said Cartoon Network, and it was backward, and it really bothered me. How fast?
Oh,
I
yeah, I've seen that. They would have it mirrored to like prevent YouTube from detecting it.
Okay, I think I understand
I need to have it.
that my over/under is way lower than the actual time I finished, but I think I made so many mistakes and I can save so much time.
Okay, Kiwi, you talked about the Van Gogh Pikachu. I'm assuming it's one of these cards. You'd have to like tell me if it's the right one, but it seems like if you get it like PSA like 9 or 10, it can sell for like $200. But it looks like the raw card only sells like 13 to 15 bucks. I mean, that's still something.
I wonder how you get something PS. I know it costs money, but
You have to mail a card to either PSA or Beckett, and I think it's like $15 per card.
Yeah, so wouldn't it be a lot more beneficial to mail a bunch of cards all at once?
They might have discounts if you send in more stuff.
All right, I'm ready now.
Okay, yeah, I better exit this. I don't want to get too off topic. Oh man, now I better get started. I have record viewers right now. Okay.
Your real time's at 20 seconds.
3, 2, 1, go.
Cool. It'll be nice to actually see chat this time. I don't know why it didn't load, but I showed you guys. I wasn't ignoring you. It literally showed nothing. I don't think...
All right, so since this is run 2, I'm gonna name the Zamazenta nothing. It's just gonna be Zamazenta.
What? You're not gonna name it A?
That's slower on instant speed.
You weren't supposed to pick up on that fast.
It's not that rare, but only a couple of thousand are given out. Maybe it's just because the card is just too recent, too new. I'm sure if you give it a long time, it'll go up, but it also depends on the demand. Because there are a lot of like really old, like really rare cards, but there's a reason that Charizard's worth 400, and like the hollow, like Venusaur might only be worth like 60. It's the demand. Like not as many people want Venusaur. Everybody wants Charizard.
Yes, but also it depends on how often it's reprinted. There was this Yu-Gi-Oh card it used to be worth like $50 because everybody had to run like a bunch of them. It was called Ash Blossom, and it was worth $50. But they reprinted it so many times now it's worth a lot less.
I think the difference though is that I don't know if Yu-Gi-Oh has like sets or if they just print like whatever cards they want, because I mean, yeah, they've reprinted Venusaur, but every time they've ever reprinted like the original like Venusaur, it'd be like part of a different set.
So yes and no. So I don't know if Pokemon does this because I don't really go out and buy cards physically, but Yu-Gi-Oh will release like generational sets, like from like the TV shows and whatnot. And sometimes really, really popular and good cards are in those sets. So like for instance, Exodia, all right? You've probably heard of that one, right?
No, I don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, well, there's this card Exodia, and if you get all 5 of them in your hand, you automatically win the game no matter what. Anyways, This card used to be worth $20 a piece, and you needed 5 pieces. Then they printed a TV show box, and it had all the pieces of Exodia in it, and it went from $20 a piece down to like $1 a piece.
Mm.
And you know the crazy thing? I had one of the $20 pieces. Only one though.
What's really odd about that is like there are like usually the only like cards that would get like directly reprinted are usually like popular trainer cards like the Pokeball, the counter catcher, what are some other examples? Like the supporter card, the Professor Research one, there's always specific trainer cards they always reprint, but it's not like it really affects the value at all, because I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just way more into like the competitive like card battling. Like people aren't really into Yu-Gi-Oh! For like collecting the cards. People who are usually into Yu-Gi-Oh! Are in it just to like play the game. But with Pokemon, it's kind of the opposite. I can almost guarantee a minority of it's got to be like a slim minority, like 30% of people who collect cards actually play the game. But with Yu-Gi-Oh! It's probably like completely flipped. So that's got to be a reason for that, like why reprinting like popular cards decreases the value of them. Pokemon, it doesn't really do that.
Magic does the same thing in Pokemon, that they only print sets. But
Yeah,
Magic also has
Yu-Gi-Oh!
a
doesn't
bunch
print
of
sets.
formats. So, Magic will... So, Pokemon just keeps releasing stronger and stronger cards. But luckily, the format, it's quite balanced. Pokemon is a kind of a really different game. But,
Yeah.
both Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic, they just have to print stronger and stronger and stronger cards. And that became a real problem for Yu-Gi-Oh! It actually is the reason why I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Anymore, because it's just so much text. And every single card is literally 2 paragraphs of text. And like it is just, you have to memorize combos after combos. If you thought the Pokemon combos were bad, you've never played a competitive enough game. Both Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic have more combos than Pokemon does. But
Oh god.
oh, the combos are ridiculous. The thing is, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has less combos because there's the whole mana thing, where so you're limited to the amount of cards you can play in a turn. But Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just you play what you have, and the thing is, what you have is in your hand. It's in your graveyard. What's on the field? Everything has text, and everything uses everything. Oh my god! Like your opponent can do one thing from his hand, and then you would have like 3 interactions that you could use at any time that you want. It is ridiculous. Pokemon is what me and my boss, who both like playing Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon was like this is fun. This is just we like playing this. This is easy. Like this game's a joke. Like it's so easy. And there's something to say about fun. It's very, very fun compared to the other two. The other two, if you play competitive decks, it's rip your hair out.
What hair?
Oh right, it's grown back.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is too complex. Less combos. Some people kill you in one turn with insane combos.
I like the back and forth of Pokemon. The thing is, yes, you would think, oh, but you're knocking out a Pokemon every single turn. Trust me, that's slow. In Pokemon, there are plenty of turns so you don't knock things out. Speed even played a deck with that put things back in the deck. I thought it was hilarious.
It was a fun deck to play at first, but the main problem with that deck is it only works on noobs. Because noobs wouldn't know how to get set back up if something happened to them, but good players know how to set back up in one turn if something happens, so the deck doesn't really work on good players. It was just a deck I tried on the side for fun.
Yeah, but Pokemon's really fun. I enjoy that there are like 10 different ways to play Pokemon. It's very fun. Magic is the same way. There's like 10 different ways you can play the game. You don't have to play just attack stuff.
Yeah, I never really did magic, although if I was introduced to it by like a friend or something, I would probably have liked it. But I feel like I'm at that point in life where it's kind of too late for me to want to look into it, because if I never played it when I was a kid, it doesn't exist.
Agreed.
I think I roughly caught up to you now. I saw you
How?
just beat the rival, but you were ahead of me. Like, when you were in the Rocket Well, I hadn't even entered Union Cave yet. I was wondering how you caught up, how you got so far ahead. Like, right now, you just entered the forest. I already beat the rival, and I just beat Bugsy, so now I just have to go to the mart.
Well, one of the reasons why I was so far ahead is I had never caught something. Did you catch a Bellsprout?
No.
What was
I
our,
have no
what was
idea
our
how you
rule
got
that
ahead of me.
if we throw out all of our balls and we don't catch, can we start over?
Did it happen?
No, but it almost happened. I almost threw every single ball I had at Oddish. Crappy
I
thing
feel
is,
like if it's a second playthrough, yeah, but... Actually, does Bite... I think Bite will one-shot. I better not risk it.
dude, at this point of the game, everything is so low level.
There we go.
We're level 16. We're obviously gonna one-shot.
Steve, you forgot You forgot Headbutt.
Did you pick up Headbutt?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I caught up to you now.
Congrats. I don't even know what I did wrong. I think it was just Oddish.
Yeah, I did encounter the Oddish a lot quicker. Interesting enough, though, with the... hold on. Let me do this first before I start thinking. Oh my god, I just got the +10 haircut.
Oh, I stopped buying the haircut for slow group Pokemon.
It's a force of habit, I always do it.
Oh, come on. I was literally +1. How in the world did Magnemite live?
Honestly, it might have been better if we had just done that guy later when we were a higher level.
No,
I forgot the coin case.
I don't do that.
I forgot the coin case.
That guy's a mandatory trainer. He might as well be in my way. That's how mandatory he is to me. One of these days I'll pick up Dig correctly.
I accidentally said no to the yes question.
That's all right. I accidentally screw up those questions quite often. It's the first like not question throws me off.
Oh yeah,
all
the
the
one
time.
that's like, would you like to play? Yes. Like if you just remember, it's 2 yeses, 2 nos, and a yes, or
exactly.
I think it's, what is it? 2 yes. It's yes, yes, no, yes, no. It's
Correct.
always the first one. You gotta remember, it's 3 yeses.
Yep.
I didn't get Dig correctly either.
I can't believe you just skipped the quick claw. You're screwed.
Dude, you're not even holding it. I don't want to hear it.
You just oh god. I thought I was using oh, it was Encore. I was like, how in the world do I keep on getting fully paralyzed a million times? Oh my god. What is happening right now?
Oh.
I can't use slash. I just
Disable?
Like Encore. I don't. So that must be a glitch.
I think something just popped up you didn't see just because the text is so fast.
No. So what happened was, first of all, the mimic paralyzed me, but second of all, Then after being paralyzed, I set up like 1 time, but I got hit with Encore, so I set up like 4 times. And then when it finally let me not, I was not fully paralyzed, I then switched to Slash, but then I got fully paralyzed, and then it Encored me again. But I don't think it used Encore. It just continued the Encore.
Maybe since you were fully paralyzed, your last used move was still Meditate.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't think it used Encore again. I think it just did the Encore. Like the effect of Encore just happened again. That was
Maybe it hadn't worn off yet.
Well, but it would. It's hard to explain. Oh well.
I don't know.
Regardless, we have so much defense, it didn't matter.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, the text moves so fast. Whenever something happens and it's too quick to see it, we don't really know what happened. Like, there were a lot of times in the Gen 1 backports, you thought you got 2 Gen 1 misses, but you just made the opponent flinch.
I mean, maybe it just spammed Encore over and over, but I felt like I was getting hit by a lot of double slaps and pounds. It didn't look like I was getting hit by Encore again.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Has different archetypes and certain staple cards that people are guaranteed to use in every deck. If Konami limited the amount of those types of cards per deck, that would save the game. Oh, that is something Pokemon does. You can't have more than 4 cards per deck, except for energies. So, like for example, like Garchomp EX, for example. You can only have 4 of those. You can't just have 10 of them.
All the games.
I don't know if Magic does that too.
All of them do that.
Apparently, what this guy just said that Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't.
Yu-Gi-Oh absolutely has something against it. It does that. Stops you. I think you may have misread that. I can't remember if Yu-Gi-Oh's 3 or 4. I'm fairly confident it's 3.
I might actually get a resell in this rival fight. I messed it up. God.
Your stream froze on my other monitor.
I got a reset on the rival because just like the last run, I was trying to use turn 1 meditate on the Haunter, but I forgot I had dig. It's 3? Okay.
Yeah, but Jimmy or Matt, he was talking about specifically Yu-Gi-Oh having those kinds of cards. They've got like Pot of Duality and some others, but for the most part, the cards that you run in Yu-Gi-Oh are I don't want to say for the most part. There are a lot of cards like Solomon Strike and Solomon Wishes and like the Mirror Forces and whatnot that you can be run in almost every deck, but they aren't. But in like Pokemon, they do it all the time. For instance, like every deck basically uses Ultra Ball,
Yeah. I think the main staple trainer cards that I see in every single deck are Ultra Ball, Iono. I mean, what are some ones that I see like every time? I know there's popular ones that I see, but I don't see them in every deck. Like, I don't always see like energy searches or like I see actually a bunch of decks run regular Pokeballs, which is always confusing to me.
Oh crap.
For those of you wondering what the regular Pokeball does in Pokemon games, you have to flip a coin. If heads, you can search your deck for a basic Pokemon. But problem is, Nest Ball does the exact same thing, except it's guaranteed. Because Nest Ball just lets you search for a basic Pokemon. There's no coin flip to it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You have got to be kidding.
I don't know what you're uh-ohing about because your stream froze on my end.
Well, I'm still streaming, but
yeah.
The Gengar put me to sleep, and I had a 5-turn sleep, and Dream Eater killed me from full health.
You know what I did? I used Meditate on the Ghastly, and even though I got hit by Curse, it just dug everything else except for the Ghastly. I Metal Clawed.
Oh my god. I got hit, dude. Hypnosis is like 40% accurate. I just got another 5-turn sleep. What is going on here? You're not supposed to be getting 5-turn sleeps, Morty. I'm not using meditate on the Ghastly. You're supposed to be easy. You're supposed to miss hypnosis all the time. Dude, he hit me again.
I had to pull a Scott, and I went to
Oh my god.
the mart to buy Great Balls and Super Repels.
I got 3 resets on Morty now. All from hypnosis. Fine, I'll use a meditate. Fucking Morty. In the new TCG Pocket, they removed the coin flip on Pokeball. I mean, I think they did that just because there's way less cards in that game.
Oh, Area 91. Every card game has got archetypes. I mean, that's what makes all the card games fun. You get the people that don't care what they play, and they play their favorite archetype.
What's an archetype?
Deck built around something. For instance, your Charizard deck, the archetype is Charizard.
Oh. I always called those what do you call?
Whatever the deck is named after in Pokemon. In Yu-Gi-Oh, there's an ironically Area 91. Literally 3 days ago, I built both the Blue Eyes. Actually, all three of those decks that you named, I just rebuilt all of them, pure versions. Me and my boss.
So mad.
Me and my boss are gonna start playing Yu-Gi-Oh again. I still have to rebuild my like Monarch deck. There's so many more. Now,
does Yu-Gi-Oh like have its own version of like MTG Arena or like TCG Online?
They do, but I wouldn't. Those are two. We decided what made Yu-Gi-Oh not fun and why we stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh was that the competitive game is just it's too straining on the brain. So
yeah.
We decided we were just gonna build pure decks, pure Blue Eyes, pure Dark Magician, pure Exodia, pure Monarchs, pure just decks that are completely built around one archetype. It doesn't even matter if the archetype is good or not. And we'll just like roll a dice and we'll play with the decks against each other. It'll be less about who wins and more about the fun of playing the decks.
You know what? Funnily enough, I would actually have more fun in TCG Live building new decks if it didn't track your win-loss ratio. Because like I'm trying to like instinctively avoid my win-loss ratio being too high in favor of losses. It kind of doesn't make me want to try new decks.
Unfortunately, you can't build a game without a win-loss ratio, just because then people are going to be like, well, how am I going to know if I'm good or not? And they'll have nothing in order to compare each other with each other. It's not the best, but it's a method, and it's the easiest method.
The only reason I even care about my win-loss ratio is because when Steve was teaching me the newer decks, he kept boasting his win-loss ratio the entire time.
Well, it's a good way to tell people to shut up when they think they know everything.
That's true. Uh-oh. I have to black out.
Speed was talking about all these wins, and his win-loss ratio was like 50%. Mine's like 66, 67% win-loss ratio.
I really want to start over. But I'm at the point of no return. I can't just do that.
Area 91, we banned Max C and the other one that I just talked about. We basically banned hand traps, although Effect Violer is fine. They'll screw up the pure decks. They won't be as fun to play with the hand traps around.
Hey John, how's the run going? The first run went really good. The second one's going pure trash. I had 3 resets on Morty because he kept hitting Hypnosis and getting 4 or 5 turn sleeps. 3 runs in a row. Like, I feel like I should have done that thing that I told Steve to do where I should have waited like 2 seconds before doing the fight again. Because I feel like I was repeating the same result.
I literally told you how to win and you refused to do it. I told you meditate on the first Ghastly. Easy win.
I don't want to get hit with Curse though.
Oh boy, it's almost like somebody told me to take his advice and now I'm giving him automatic win advice and he won't take it.
True.
By the way, when I eventually get to that behemoth move, I will teach it. I'm not.
You can't do that. No, you already said you wouldn't. You got to stick to it. You got to stick to Metal Claw and Ice Punch.
That was the first run. I'll be stubborn for 1 run. Stubborn for 2 runs. Now that's a different level of dumb. Oh, Area 91. Some of the decks are so bad that even if you use like all of the best cards available. Oh, whoops, I saved it wrong. For the wrong thing. Like the Toon deck, no matter how new cards you use, the Toon deck still blows. So we decided the great equalizing factor is to put bad cards in the deck. So the Toon deck's allowed to use some pot of greeds.
What does a pot of greed do?
Lets you draw 2 cards.
How is that broken in Yu-Gi-Oh? But in
Oh
Pokemon,
god,
it's like a staple in every deck.
It's unbelievably broken in Yu-Gi-Oh. The idea that you could use 1 card to draw 2 cards is so broken that like it was banned like back when decks weren't even like amazing.
Why is it broken in Yu-Gi-Oh though?
So they do have something that's kind of like Pot of Greed now. It's called I can't remember what it's called, but it's Pot of something. Regardless, the way it works now is you remove 10 cards from your deck from the whole game. The top 10 cards of your deck are removed from the entire deck for the entirety of the game. And then you can draw 2 cards. That was the equalizer factor. So that means you could draw 2 cards, but the cards that you wanted might not be there anymore. That's the great equalizing factor. Because it was stupidly broken.
My overworld routing is super bad this second run. I forgot to buy super repels.
It's okay. Your first run will be pretty solid on your leaderboard.
Honestly, the only way I beat my second run, or beat my first run at this point, is I need to first try red. But I really don't want this run to be better. Like, seriously, like, I don't think I've ever had that many resets on Morty just because of bad hypnosis luck. Like, when hypnosis is used by the opponent, it's only 40% to hit. And even then, like, I could just wake up turn 2 because it takes 4 Dream Eaters to kill this thing. And I'm just asleep for at least 4 turns all 3 times, which is so unlikely. Like, I'm pretty sure the RNG was repeating itself because I was saving in front of him.
Oh, Area 91. There is a card. There's a card that single-handedly made me quit Yu-Gi-Oh last year after starting up playing it with my boss. I don't even know the name of the card. All I know is this set that it. No, I don't. It was like Rescue Team or whatever. Regardless, what the card did, and this is ridiculous. Every turn, you could search your deck for 4 overpowered spells and traps and put them face down on your side of the field for free.
What?
I know. It doesn't. Like, you don't even play the game and you know how OP that is. You got to search your deck for 4 cards, put them face down on your side of the field. And like, these aren't just like normal cards. These are cards that basically negate shit. So like, they're overpowered to begin with. The card single-handedly, I think it was called Turbulence. Something Turbulence. Single-handedly made me quit the game.
Because so many other people's decks were running that card?
I only played my boss, and my boss would keep playing that card. Anytime he got frustrated, he would play that deck, and that deck would beat every single deck that I own. Like rescue something turbulence.
Oh, right. I don't have a... Okay.
Fire rescue or something like that. It was like a fireman. Fireman, like, no. No, I don't know.
Like, I know another really broken supporter card in Pokemon that used to be allowed until they banned it. I remember when I was playing the trading card game online years ago, even when you faced other people, they banned that card. It was a card from one of the Sun and Moon sets called Lieutenant Surge's Strategy. You can only play it if you had more prize cards left than your opponent. And if you play it for that turn, you can play 3 supporter cards.
That sounds ridiculous considering like the whole thing that makes Pokemon a little difficult is the allowing of one supporter card.
Yeah. Because supporter cards have really good effects that can pretty much tip the game in your favor. And being able to play 3 in 1 turn if you're losing, that's just downright insane. There was another card that was banned. It came out in the X and Y era. It was a card called Wally, based on the guy from Gen 3. Wally was basically like a rare candy, except you could use it on turn 1. They banned that card too.
Sure you're not talking about the robot?
Yes, I'm pretty sure it's not the robot. Wait, no, I already did that. Steve, I have no idea how you and I are facing Jasmine at the same time.
What?
I had 4 resets. How did I catch up to you?
I don't know.
My overworlding was so bad. And I had 4 I think, was it the ordering I did things? I have no idea.
You skipped something?
7 badges. I got the 2 rare candies. I got a PP up. I don't think I skipped anything. Did you have like a slow fight or 2 at some point? Maybe some that just took extra turns?
I don't know. I mean, I did battle quite a few spinners this run, but I didn't think that would make the difference of the whole run.
I'm not saying this to insult you, but I have no idea. That surprised me. I expected you to be like, have a 1.5-minute lead ahead of me at all times because of how bad Morty went.
I mean, it didn't even take you more than a minute to beat him, right?
It took 3 resets, and it was all on the Gengar.
Yeah, but sometimes resets are a lot faster than you think.
I mean, yeah, true, but 5 turn sleeps, like surely that had to have cost quite a bit of time. You know you can use your PP up on Behemoth Bash.
I don't have a PP up.
Oh, right. I do a bit of different routing when it comes to getting overworld candies.
I'm not picking up any candies.
Right. Even though I said I wasn't getting candies, I still got some candies.
I did Jasmine without Fire Punch. I had Fire Punch, I taught Fire Punch, but the problem is when Behemoth Bash came along, I'm like, well, I have to teach Behemoth Bash. Something has to go, and it had to be Fire Punch.
Yeah, I actually had that little bit of constraint too on my moveset, because holding on to Dig was actually really hard. So in this run, I have the exact same moveset as last time. I'm not going to have Dig. Right now, I don't have Dig anymore. I just got hit with Smokescreen. That's not good. I mean, I should still be fine without Dig, but it would have made some fights easier. Now you and I are fighting the exact same trainer. Dang it. The spinner saw me.
Oh, the spinner saw me too.
Oh, he did. We both fought the same spin. We're fighting the same spinner right now. Also, since I don't have dig anymore, I need to get escape ropes pretty soon. Actually, do I even need escape ropes at this point?
I really feel like I'm
where's the
playing a very, very solid run. I have no idea how you've been able to keep up with me.
I have no idea either. I was playing bad.
Clearly, you
Actually-
weren't playing bad. You were only playing bad in that one spot.
Well, I also forgot super repels.
But how many wild encounters did you really get?
I found the card Steve was talking about. It's nowhere near the worst defender. It has no immunity and can be killed before it can launch its effect pretty easily.
The turbulence?
I'm guessing that's what he found.
If he thinks that card is... I mean, yes, you can kill it before it gets the effect off, but... Yes, how should I say it? If you're not running a deck that counters it... Okay, so like for instance, all right? The guy who said it's not hard to counter, he's probably playing the top tier decks, all right? I'm playing with like Blue Eyes and like Dark Magician. I'm playing with tier 2 and tier 3. That thing's like tier 1, if not S tier. So I also just don't have the counters.
Area 91 says he's not running good decks. I don't know. I feel like he's trying to boast or something, or maybe you're just bad. I don't know. It can die to a trap hole.
I mean, he's...
I don't know. I
mean,
I'm just
he's
here
right.
delivering
It
the
can
message.
die to a trap hole, but if you don't kill it instantly, freaking wins the game.
I mean, I feel like in that case, wouldn't that just be like any other good card? It can be good if it's set up, but you can prevent it.
I mean,
I feel like there are a
there's
lot
a
of
big
cards that are
if
like
it can
that.
be prevented all the time, but the problem with Yu-Gi-Oh is there's like a million pieces of combos, and if you might accidentally use your removal or whatever on something else to stop the combo, and then they just worked around it, and now you're trying to prevent something else. Very confusing.
Hey, Sundown.
Hard to say. Maybe I just suck. I don't know. I never claimed to be a good Yu-Gi-Oh player. I claim to be a good Magic player. I've beaten actual pros at Magic, and I have literal YouTube evidence of me beating pros. Dang it!
What do you mean by like pros?
Pros,
your
pros,
definition
like
of
people
pro?
who are literally paid money for a living to play Magic the Gathering. I have literal YouTube evidence.
You actually face those people on stream?
Well, it was a stream event. It was called a like a streamer event. So imagine if Pokemon had when a set is released. Imagine if all the streamers got to play with the cards one day early. That was me.
There is a Pokemon equivalent. Those are called pre-release events.
Yeah. Oh well, again, still, I don't pay attention to Pokemon as much as I did Magic. I played Magic all the time. It was literally like kind of my job. I did exactly what I'm doing now, but for Magic. I used to do it for many, many more hours a day. Like a quick stream for me was 4 hours back then. Not a long stream for me is 4 hours.
Right. Hello, Sestillo. So Zamazenta has the same stats as he would in the future game. Yeah, these are his Gen 9 stats.
Also, the effect is permanent. The defense ability.
Yeah, we did backport the defense boosting ability by giving it 210 base defense instead of 140, because normally +1 modifier is a 50% boost. So I feel like that was the closest way to replicate it. It's probably not 100% accurate, probably with like how calculations work, but it's fine. we are both flying to Mahogany at the same time. I'm looking at your stream. We are perfectly synced right now.
I don't like that. That means I did something wrong, and I don't know what I did wrong. Because I'm playing a perfect run right now. I mean, I know your overworlding is better than mine, but like, did I really F up the overworld that much?
You're going to be ahead of me because I'm in Ice Cave, and I just realized I have no repels. So I'm just seeing how long it takes until
Wait, so you literally said you never bought repels, and then you still didn't buy repels, even after you told me you didn't buy repels?
Funnily enough, when I went in the department store, because I needed escape ropes, I bought escape ropes, but not repels. So I'm just seeing how many Pokemon I encounter in here. It's not that bad, though, because on the bright side, you can't encounter Pokemon when sliding on ice. I only encountered 3 Pokemon the whole time. Alright, I better get the repels now. That's the center.
Area 91. Another thing is, we might have assumed it was a quick effect. Like, even if it's not a quick effect, when you play with people in real life, and cards have literal, what do you call it? Paragraphs upon paragraphs of effects. You start to think that maybe like all of them are quick effects sometimes. Freaking hard to interpret. Oh man.
All I'm saying is current Yu-Gi-Oh! Has many, many monsters that have dang near impossible, absolute invincibility, multiple negating effects, and priority. The one Steve mentioned has none of that.
But here's the thing. What if it did? What if the way I was playing with my boss, we thought it was? What if we thought it was quick? That's the other thing. When you play with your friends, you and your friend can both be an idiot and play the card actually wrong. Happens all the time. I'd like to think of an example.
And yeah, that was brutal. I used my paralysis cure berry on Claire.
I did
so I
too.
Can set up a, so I can set up a meditate, because in the last run, the Kingdra wasn't a 2-shot.
Yep, that's what I did too.
I was able to get +2, because what I do is, instead of like setting up 1, I just set up until he hits. Dratini for sub-hour. I don't even know if this run can get sub-hour. Like, I feel like I played this run really bad, but I've somehow caught up with Steve, and I might actually be ahead of him.
I'm playing perfectly. That's the other thing. Like, I don't know how I can play this run more perfectly. Like, I'm not even forgetting stuff in the overworld or anything. I'm like playing perfection right now. So I have absolutely no idea what speed is doing better than me.
I have no idea either.
Plus, you said you picked up a PP up. When did you get time for that?
You know how my routing is.
I know, but I'm saying not only am I playing perfection, you somehow had time to also pick up that PP up and catch up to me.
Yep, you're ahead. The only reason I said that I might actually be ahead is because you usually like to get your rare candies at this point, but you're clearly skipping them, so never mind on that. I'm just hoping you encounter a spinner.
I will. I was encountered. Oh wow, I did not encounter Blastoise girl.
That's illegal. She always catches me.
I know. Sometimes I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go left today, and then she sees me left. And I'm like, I'm gonna go north today, and then she sees me north. I'm like, what do you do? Do you just like know what buttons I'm gonna click?
Hey guys, I'm just letting you know, you can't use escape ropes as repels.
Interesting.
Dang it, she saw me. I bumped into her. Come on, I'm not supposed to win the first playthrough and lose the second. That's not what I do.
I think there's a meme out there that says this is illegal.
Wait, that's illegal.
Yeah, that's the one.
I reference that meme all the time. Oh, Steve, you know that funny thing with Fury Attack? The Rapidash lady used Fury Attack instead of Fire Spin.
Area 91. I'm sure I have a pure god deck that uses the absolute worst stuff you could ever imagine. It runs Swift Scarecrow, Marshmelon. There's another card that also skips the battle phase. Oh my god, it is literal cancer. I have a deck that's literal cancer. It's great.
What would you call those decks? Like the FU decks?
Yeah. It's great.
There's a Pokemon equivalent to that. There's a deck that runs a Pokemon called Iron Thorns EX. And what it does is it prevents all abilities from working, and a lot of really good decks rely on abilities. And that deck just says, no, you ain't doing that today.
Yeah, but this deck just ends your turn. Like it just keeps on. So like it's your attack phase, and this deck's like, nope, the attack phase is now over. It's like, how am I supposed to win if I can't attack you?
Hey Steve, can you please get a reset on Lance for me?
I'll try. Wait, Lance?
Thank you.
You mean Karen?
Right, yeah, right. Just get a reset on somebody, please.
Will do.
Koga just baton passed into the fortress without even using any setup. Like, buddy, that's not how you use baton pass. You're supposed to set up double teams, then use baton pass.
The god deck. Did I say god deck? I meant the crap. Not Swift Scarecrow and all that. That was for Exodia. Exodia is the one that uses Swift Scarecrow and all that. The god deck is the one that uses those stupid 3 machines, so you can get 1 machine to get the other 2 machines and sacrifice the 2 machines using the spell from your hand. So did you know Earth Onyx can hit you with Earthquake and while you're underground? Just let you know.
Yes. I actually did know that.
I mean, I was joking, but yeah. I was saying, like, did you know it? Because it happened to me. I mean, I knew it, but I did it anyways.
Well, I just iked my way through Karen. She missed.
How are you on Karen already?
I saw how ahead you were when I was fighting the rival. You were already in the league. I didn't save before anybody.
That doesn't save enough time. Are you playing it higher than 4 times speed or something? Because that's the only thing I can think of.
238 frames.
At 238 as well. I don't understand. You cannot be. You were talking about Koga, the beginning of the Koga battle. I played nothing wrong, and that you beat Karen before I was in halfway through Karen. I don't know what went wrong. How are you getting through these battles so quickly?
If this also makes a difference, are you using a full restore before each fight?
Yeah.
I wasn't.
No. Actually, I literally have not used one. I used 1 max elixir though.
Uh-oh. Well, if it'll make you feel better, I might get a reset on Lance. I just got burned.
I don't. This is like you came back twice now from no, more than twice now from long time deficits. I don't know what the heck you're doing. I almost have to watch your stream.
Well, I just beat Lance even though I was burned and my attacks were doing less.
You had. Did you say you had a reset? How can you beat Lance that quickly?
I didn't have a reset on Lance.
No, just in general, in the entire league. I didn't have I didn't have a reset in the entire league. I beat them all kind of quickly. I don't understand how in the world you were possibly playing so quickly. I don't even think like you could text. The text could go this quickly.
What are you? What did you do for Fortress?
What's your game time?
257 talking to the sailor.
I'm at 305.
I wonder if this is overworld pathing or maybe just my reset counter.
It's unexplainable. I'm having a literally perfect run. I literally cannot be playing this run better. I've not done any extra training. I've not done. I've not really walked into very many spinners. I don't know what I could be doing more perfectly right now.
Honestly, I don't think it's you. I think I might have just done something really good, and I just don't know what it is. Because I did say my overworld pathing was really bad, because like it's not something I usually do, but it might not have been bad. It might have actually been better, but I don't know what I did.
No, we're you were saying bad things were happening to you in the league, and somehow you were like, you were starting battles and finishing them. You were starting battles after the me and finishing them before me. What? I don't understand. But your game time proves it. I mean, your game time proves that you're not like speeding up, like, or anything. Like, you're not playing at like 5 times speed by accident because your game time says you're not.
Maybe I'm just not setting up as much? Or at all? How many meditates were you using? I only used like 1 meditate for everybody.
But using meditate doesn't even use that much time.
Maybe I'm just
plus on
being
Karen,
more efficient.
I got confused and I never once hit myself. Like I only used 1 meditate on Karen. Like I'm speechless.
I kind of am too. Like, remember earlier at Jasmine, I was a minute behind at all times, and then at the same time we were synced up at Jasmine. I have no idea like what I did to cause that.
I'm playing a perfect run right now. Like I've just perfect. Like there's nothing I can improve upon what I am doing right now. Okay, this victory bell just lived through a return that, and then used a healing item. That kind of was annoying.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hide things. I literally have no idea what I did.
I don't know either.
Maybe I just entered pure God mode or something and just bent reality.
What level are you?
53.
I'm 51. How are you doing more battles than me and also behind me? In front of me.
I know something. I know something I did differently. I used all my candies at Karen. I don't know if that made a difference, but that's something I did. Because I realized since I picked up the candies and I don't need them, I may as well just use them early.
I don't even know how many candies I've picked up. I've literally not picked up any that aren't like, you know, ingrained in my brain. Yeah, I faced 3 spinners here in Kanto.
I don't know. Part of me is thinking of like syncing up the 2 runs afterwards, play them at the same time, and see what happened.
I have 2 candies apparently. I guess that's just how many candies are ingrained in my brain. Okay, that was on me. No Gen 1 miss. No Gen 1 miss. Perfect.
This is Gen 2, you idiot.
I know. I know. I only had 2 behemoth bashes left for the skip loom trainer and I was out of returns. So if I missed those behemoth bashes, I was going to have a reset on the skip loom trainer, but luckily I didn't get a Gen 1 miss.
This is Gen 2, dude.
I understand. I understand. Weird things might happen.
Yeah, I think the one thing I need to figure out first, I mean, I definitely lost time, like, heading into Claire and in Victory Road, because we didn't sync back up until the league, because I got 3 wild encounters in the cave, but what I need to know is, how was I about a minute behind at Morty because of those resets, but I caught up by Jasmine? Like, I might want to rewatch the 2 streams and see what happened.
Oh god, my stream is lagging right now.
It's fine to me.
It lagged there for a whole 2 trainer battles. I shouldn't say stream. The game was lagging.
Oh.
That could save you time, but still, again, that's 2 battles.
Another thing that might have made a difference, you're using Dig, which is a 2-turn move. I have Fire Punch. I never had used Dig. So I wonder if the extra turn it's making the difference.
Again, these are real minor. Like we're
But
how
many times have you used Dig in the league? It's got to be a decent number of times, right?
I can only think of the Fortress.
How many digs did that take?
3.
All right, so 3 digs, right? That's 6 turns. But I one-shot it with Fire Punch, so you took 5 extra turns. Like, yeah, the time save is minuscule.
Yeah, that's something. Yeah.
You gotta remember on the instant text speed, like me being ahead by like only what am I saying? On the instant text,
I would be seeing this real time if your stream could just freaking load on the left monitor. It's just been spinning this whole entire time. If I were to play a 3rd run, which it doesn't appear that we've hit the goal, I would do Fire Punch over Dig. I don't know when, but I would definitely do Fire Punch over Dig. I see the merit.
Honestly, I think that might just be it. Like every single time you've had to use Dig for some sort of fight, like in the mid game or late game, I just used Fire Punch. Like I think all of those turns just stacked up. Because I deleted. Oh, well, I just lost time. I accidentally healed at Cerulean. Now I have to go walk to the power plant.
I was gonna say I did an unnecessary heal just now because I needed PP. I've been basically this stupid behemoth batch like keeps me a lot lower PP than I was I want to be.
Why haven't you used any of your PP ups?
I don't have any.
Oh right. If you wait, you didn't get the one in Ice Cave at least? That one's easy.
Again, time save. Going into the bag and using a PP up and then also picking up the PP up, that costs more time than using the digs. Especially your bag skills. You know what I mean by that.
I don't know. I think that's just it. Like, if you use Dig like 15 to 20 times throughout the whole run, and I never did, that can add up real quick. So I think it's just Dig over Fire Punch. I think that's the difference here. Can't really think of anything else. That has to be it.
I mean, it is definitely a thing that's slowing me down, but I mean, I only used 1 dig on Surge. I don't really use Dig. I mean, it's like my weakest move. I mean, I'm not really using it.
No, but I'm talking about like throughout the mid game in the league. Like, you've had to have used Dig quite a few times.
Again, it's my weakest move. I really am not. But I did, again, like I said, the Fortress. I mean, would you use a 60 power move when you have a 112 power move on your moveset?
No.
Exactly. So, I mean, why are you assuming I'm using it? 60 power. I'm going to use it here on Blaine.
I'm assuming you used it on, like, Jasmine, the Magnemites, you used it on the Rival. I'm assuming you used it in quite a bit of places.
No, on the Rival before the league, I just set up fully on the bad Pokemon and then just swept with Return and Behemoth Bash. Still currently in the middle of a perfect run. Like, not even like walking out of the way or doing anything. I accidentally picked up 1 Kanto candy, but it was well,
you might end up winning though, because me healing at Cerulean, losing my warp point, that probably cost me like a minute. So you're gonna win this.
It's not about the winning. It's about the simple fact that I don't know where this time is bleeding.
And you can't say clicking speed because we're both using the same emulator. We both have Rewas.
Yeah. The game time means that you're not doing anything nefarious. Otherwise, you'd be losing game time.
Could just be also less spinners.
Yeah, it will. But oh right, I haven't used any candies, so we would have been comparable if you didn't use any candies. I think I've faced like, let's see,
Dude.
I faced basically all of the Kanto spinners except for one in Sabrina's gym.
Yeah, I encountered that one too.
But I faced basically all the spinners, which is not great. Dang it. Okay.
Actually, what if your computer is lagging?
Hard to say. I doubt it, because I've been sitting at basically 237 frames the whole run. I don't think 2 frames per second is killing me.
No.
Just means you're gaining 1 second every 3 minutes. Yeah, that's right. No leech seed this time, buddy. Oh wow, am I about to do a damageless blue? I did do a damageless blue. Nice.
I'd be impressed if I even win this at all. Like, I'm just fighting blue right now.
I had a damageless blue. I set up 2 meditates on Pidgeot and it did mirror move twice. Oh, let's see. My red strategy was rest, and that was basically it, right?
I really hope red gives you crits.
Hey, what could he do? I mean, like,
Thunder crit.
True. I do have 3 candies this time. I also got lost in Rock Tunnel last run, or Dark Cave. Mount Silver.
Dude, I lost to the ledge.
A ledge?
You know, like in red and blue, whenever we try to go to the league, and sometimes you step down
Oh,
too
that
far and go
ledge.
down the
That's
ledge.
hilarious.
You can lose to that ledge in Gen 2 as well. Alright, red, here we go.
Crit! No! The Pikachu did get a crit! It was on my final meditate!
Well, I guess my hopes came true, and I'm paralyzed.
I just got fully paralyzed twice on the Pikachu, so I'm back to 0 after...
Uh-oh. Well, if it makes you feel better, I got paralyzed too many times and I died. You know how Pikachu really only likes to charm turn 1? Yeah, he used charm every other turn.
Oh, I'm at +4. Oops. I'm weak to any...
Right, come on.
Oh, I am weak
to... Charizard.
Oh.
Alright, I'm at +6. I'm not paralyzed. Come on. Come on. This will be cutting it close.
Okay, I'm at +5.
If you win this... If Steve wins this battle on this attempt, then we might finish like 3 seconds apart. All
right, I'm on the Snorlax.
102.03.
102.06.
Oh my god. 3 seconds. Game time 3:54.
Game time 4:02.
Honestly, with this game time,
That means, hold on. That means you saved 8 in-game minutes, which is 2 real-world minutes playing better in the overworld.
I think it had to have been pure overworld.
I don't understand how it can be two minutes better in the overworld. I don't understand how it can be 1 minute better in the overworld.
Oh my god, 3 seconds.
I don't know. Maybe after you being ahead of me in the mid game, I guess something just activated inside of me to just play the overworld better than I've ever played it before.
I mean, like, I didn't jump over ledges. I didn't go left accidentally. I mean, I didn't like, you know, forget to do anything. Like, I had pure perfection, and I don't understand. Like, perfect
I think
cell.
I think the only differences here are just overworlding and fire punch over dig. That's just those two.
Oh, it's not 2 minutes of overworlding. It's game time. 2 minutes in general of just game. 2 minutes of game, non-reset time. 2 minutes of actual So of all of the actual game time that was not being reset and rewritten, you played 2 whole real life minutes better. So that could have been dig. You're right.
Yeah, I think so, because you did say it was 3 digs on Fortress, because that would mean 5 turns, and I think on the instant text, that'd be like, what, 15 seconds?
Erica hyper potioned every single Pokemon, which meant I should have meditated.
Oh, yeah, I never had that issue. I think it was just random turns, plus overworlding. 5 resets, so I had 3 resets on Morty, and 1 on Red. Where's my other reset? Trying to remember. I don't remember. It was on somebody.
All right, let's put this on my leaderboard. 1 reset.
Yep.
Okay, what did I get? 10206. Oh, wow. I tied Haxorus. So now I have to go to in-game as the tie.
I've had to
402.
do that a few times.
1 minute behind Haxorus. It was 13th place.
Zamazenta got top 10 for me. 10203. It did 20 seconds faster than Meowscarada. Dude, Meowscarada felt awesome. Like, having that grass move that always crit. Oh, man.
Top 10?
But yeah.
But I was only 4 seconds behind, so I guess my top 10 is just a lot higher than yours.
Well, my Miraidon run is 57:33. Mimikyu's an hour, Swampert's an hour, Annihilate's a 101.
I mean, to be fair, you
101.
also don't have you don't have Reshiram on yours. It's pushing all of my other Pokemon down because Reshiram's number 1.
What's your Reshiram time?
5705. If you want to play perfect, true perfection, Reshiram is the Pokemon.
I mean, my Miraidon run is 57:33.
Yeah, my second time Miraidon is 5720.
Yep.
Level 62. That is low.
Well, since I got that $5 super chat goal met, I'm gonna take a slight break, and then I'll do my re-ranking of Entei. I don't know if Steve's doing anything, but my stream's gonna continue. He can stick around if he wants to.
I unfortunately did not hit the goal.
But yeah, Mariah, I hope you enjoyed the Zamazenta run. This thing, like, it looked like it was gonna be a powerhouse, but the 120 attack, you really noticed it. Like, you keep thinking this thing's gonna be like super duper OP, but it's just regular OP. It's not super OP.
Well, it had to use Meditate a lot more than even some medium fast Pokemon. Slow is probably what held it back the most.
Yeah,
I think its stats,
like
the stats were like okay, but if it were in the slow, or if it were in the medium slow group, I think this thing could have been like top 5. Ironically, we have the ability to know. We won't
know
though.
what? How?
You could just change it from slow to medium slow. All right. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it very much.
You may as well redirect to my stream because I'm
True.
going to be going
True.
for quite a bit longer.
All right. I will make both streams redirect to your both streams.
Thanks.
Okay. So
All
add.
right, I'm gonna have to do all this without remembering what I did, but I'll just bring up its moveset in another tab.